I'm Tony Fast's daughter.
I'm Tony Fast's daughter.
I'm Tony Fast's daughter. My family's been blessed to farm in Montana for over 100 years now.
And it wouldn't be possible without the great team we have
and blessings from our Savior, Jesus Christ.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Look at this. It rained last night. Nice little shower. 1/4 inch where the drill's at. 1500s here at home. Pretty quiet this morning. Well, this is perfect timing to get this air drill, this flexible air drill ready to go. You didn't notice that in one of the other videos, but we bought this old flexicoil drill from the neighbor. We're gonna get it going on the Semix 200 today because the 370 is pulling the land roller right now, and we got just a few acres of seed at home here with it. We're gonna get it calibrated, get the monitor put in the tractor cab, and go seed these oats here at home. Well, Dad's got the bags underneath on the meters. We're gonna do a calibration the old school way, the crank style, compared to the new ones where it's all electronic, hydraulic meters run everything. So this is a ground drive drill. There's no prime in it like we can on the other drills, like the variable rate ones where you set a button and stuff. So, and no scales on this when we do an auto cal or dynacal, whatever Burgo calls it. So there you go. Go get cranking. So 50.8 revolutions of that should be 1/4 of an acre. We're gonna weigh it and see how we came out on the calibration. Here's how you set them. Set your gauge on here, slide that so it varies how far that lever works, which just changes the rate on the meter. Should be a full bucket. Hopefully that fits. .8. Well, we're all calibrated. We slid that on the slide rule, whatever you want to call it. I guess it's kind of a slide rule, a little bit, so that it's going to add just a little more seed. Got all the couplers hooked up. Not sure if we're hooked up right. I think we'll go treat some seed, get ready to start seeding again when the ground's dried out enough. I am pretty sure that rain last night already made things a little greener. Ah, looks nice. Well, we got the chickpea truck started, also known as a smoke machine. You know who Greta is? She'd be so proud of us.
Coldest start ever, yeah.
Well, Dad just got back, so he's going to take over the treating. I think we can go seeding again. It's looking plenty dry. Well, for those of you that aren't familiar with the Burgo drill setup, they run a mid-row bander up front, that's this disc, and the fertilizer is put down that, your high rates of nitrogen or sulfur, the things that could burn the seed if it was right next to the seed. So that's on this drill, it's 6 inches separate from the seed because this is a 12-inch drill. So every 12 inches we have a seed row, and every 24 inches then we have a fertilizer run between every other space between the seed rows. Does that make sense? For the front, we go seed row, fertilizer row, seed row, fertilizer row, seed row, fertilizer row. That makes sense. The cart then, it has a complete different system than like that Flexicoil at home. That Flexicoil has 6 different hoses coming off the cart that go to 6 different towers on the drill. That's a 39 foot, this is a 100 foot. This one has 10 different sections that are coming off from 1 tube for fertilizer, 1 tube for seed. Right now we're hooked up to tank 1 on everything, which is, or tube 1, whatever they call it, run 1. I don't know, we're going through the seed tubes to the drill on every tank because we're not using the mid-row bandage for the pulse crops. We're not putting down any high rates of fertilizer to burn anything, so we can do everything down the seed knife. Then that seed comes down the tube and hits the distributor, which is the first difference on the, I don't know what you want to call it. This is kind of like a bulk metering versus the individual tower metering of a Flexicoil, New Holland, Seedmaster, Seedhawk. A lot of those guys build it differently than this. So this is a sectional control. Every one of these is a hydraulic cylinder. It goes around, and as your sectional control shuts off, your motor slows down on your meter, dropping the volume of seed coming down the tubes to the distributor here. And when that gate closes, these tubes are on the inside of the corner, so there's no seed coming down these. This will come down and push air through a different valve in here that's going to clean out the hoses. So that main distributor is really the only difference in between the other style with the multiple meters versus the 1 meter per product on this one. When it gets to this part of the drill for the seed towers and stuff, those are all pretty much the same on any drill, except for the Seedmaster onboard tanks, which has individual row metering, which means every shank, every opener, every seed row comes from its own meter cup on an onboard tank. Well, I got done with that last field, got moved to this next one, see to my outside round, and it is a little bit sticky, a little wet. Rained a little more down here. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty. Anyways, going home early tonight. See you tomorrow. Well, no. See you Monday. It's Saturday night. Well, I got going seeding here about 7:30 this morning. It is about 10, and it's about 125 acres so far. This is my last field of lentils, and then I'm going to be switching to chickpeas next. I got a blockage, tower 2, run 4, so we'll check that out and get in the field. Uh-oh. The inspector showed up.
On that cylinder, it would.
Yeah, it might get pinched there. Hose is a little too long yet. Still working on getting it trimmed down. Well, we rerouted that hose around and cut a few inches off of it. So what you gotta have blockage for? You gotta skip like that all day, you wouldn't know until you filled up again and you checked your openers or stopped all the time. So it's definitely worth having blockage.
Got the old beast going again. Treating Durham feed into the truck. Coming out of the grain bin.
Alright, here comes a big hill. Luckily, I came down that fast. That's the steepest part of the hill, but we'll see what we can do. I'm in 6th gear right now. I'm going to shift down to 4th or maybe 3rd before it really starts pulling hard. Here, slippage. Gonna keep my finger on the lift button just in case we can't make it. Oh yeah, 12%, 11%. We made it. Got a mid-row bander isolation switch, which still needs to be stuck up there. That will lift the mid-row banders if you're black weight on this field and we're putting high rates of fertilizer down. The banders are going to pull a little harder on the drill, lift those up. We'll broadcast the fertilizer on top of the ground. Still get covered up by the dirt flying around from the openers, and it'll be fine. So that's a kind of a newer feature of the drills, to be able to lift the mid-rows from the cab without lifting the openers.
Got the drill all hitched up, meters calibrated, don't have a fan speed monitor, that's not working. So we'll go by ear, listen, I guess. Gonna take little Joe out to the field and see if we can get it to work. Got my remotes are backwards from the way I like to run them, so I'm gonna go switch those around.
This camera looks inside the saddle tank, and that's where my inoculant's at. It says we got 16 pounds left, 15 pounds. So I won't have enough to make a full another pass. We'll go throw another bag in quick. That is all the ones we have left. Came out perfect. Get each of these tanks drained out, the lentils out of the bottom, because it's time for chickpeas.
Kinda new to me. We have never rode anything down there in Argentina. So yeah, hi everybody, my name is Nacho. I'm the last addition to the farm here. I'm helping Warren and Tony this summer. So yeah, I'm getting used to the size of the machinery, size of the fields, different kind of crops, and yeah, the way they work in Montana, I guess. So from where I came from, we are small farmers. We actually have a dairy farm over 250 acres, and we are right now milking 110 cows each day. And we also do some agriculture. We have soybeans, early and late soybeans. We also have early and late corn. We grow wheat in the winter, and yeah, sometimes we grow sunflowers or something different, but the most usual thing to grow in the summer are beans, corn, and sometimes we also get to do some very late corn for silage and that stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna be talking too much at the camera, because I already had this camera for 2 days, and I guess I was waiting for the moment to talk to it. So yeah, hope you have a good one.
Just about 200 acres of this field done. Half section, 308 acres of farmable ground on it, so cruise right along. And there's a pipe sticking out of the ground somewhere. Coming up, see what I gotta watch for. There's that pipe. Really convenient with the way the dust is blowing. Swinging wide this year. Well, I'd say our calibrations were spot on. Just got done with the field, and there's our scale weights. -7 pounds, -8 pounds. Those fluctuate just a little bit on the zero. But I finished right here, shut off my back tank because it was empty, and upped my rate. Well, no, I didn't actually. I just made a loop right here, and I ran out with both tanks. So, perfecto. Like it.
And mostly to partly cloudy skies
Heading home.
Tuesday night.
Morning. It's pretty amazing what a little sprinkle will do. A couple tenths of rain and things are starting to green up a little bit. Well, I got the meters all greased, the front casters are greased. Backed up this time to get the front side and the back side greased when I spin around. Otherwise, I don't know if they get grease everywhere. But I'm gonna pull my tank drains, drop the chickpeas that are left in there. There should be just a coffee can's worth after the meters ran out last night. And then we're gonna switch to Durham here pretty quick. Time to load up the drill. Get the remote out, shut off the fan. Acres in so far today. Yesterday was a 600 acre day. Finished up those lentils and the chickpeas. And today I'm hoping for at least 600, which I think is still doable. 200 acres in, and it is not even 1 o'clock yet, I don't think. I get close to 1 in the afternoon, so by midnight tonight, we may be there. Well, we just crossed the 320 acre mark for the day. Cruising right along. And we've got a pretty good sized hill coming up here. Tanks are just about empty, about 8 acres left in one tank and 14 in the other. Of seed fertilizer, we still have about 800 pounds, so that'd be enough for, I don't know, 15, 20 acres yet. So, get to the end of the field here, we are gonna start filling the drill and fuel. We've got 1,000 acres on this tank of fuel right now. Not too shabby. And across the 400 acres for today already. Oh, look at that sunset. Well, it just crossed the 600 acre mark for the day. Rolling right along. We have about 80 acres left on this field and 160. If I get that all done, that's going to be right at like 825 acres or something like that for the day. I'll take that. Be a good day. Oh, look at this. There it is. Dash trailers here. Well, I'm going to shut down a little earlier tonight. I got the outside round to finish seeding, and I'd rather not do that in the dark. Do that in the daylight when I can see better when I turn on my corners and stuff. So yeah, come back in the morning. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, farm hard, pray harder. We'll see you next video.